This is HFO's Multifamily Marketwatch, presented by Pacific Exteriors Northwest, a contractor specializing in siding and exterior envelopes, delivering exceptional quality and service for over 30 years. By Aprio, combining DeLapp's Pacific Northwest experience with Aprio's global resources to offer unparalleled tax, wealth management, and advisory services for real estate owners. And by Kennedy Restoration, helping residential and business owners recover from fire, water, mold, and storm damage.
Thank you for watching Multifamily Marketwatch. I'm Kirk Douglas, Director of Market Intelligence. And with me today is Matthew Steimle, General Manager of Kennedy Restoration, and along with him is Tysen Bodewig, Marketing Director. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Today I wanted to talk about some important reminders for multifamily owners and investors, because you do a lot of the typical remediation things like mold and asbestos.
Sure. Fire, water.
Fire and water.
For fire, water.
But
wind.
I noticed you do a lot of other kind of unusual things, and so I wanted to talk about those today. So after you've mitigated things and the drywall's out and reconstruction can start feeling like a whole new project. So how do you manage that handoff so the owner isn't suddenly coordinating 3 different contractors themselves?
Sure. And I think that's the value in having one location able to handle everything. The emergency services in the middle of the night, and then dealing with the contents as is necessary, and then being a general contractor and having the resources such that we can just roll from kind of one phase, if you will, of the project to the next. We make that as seamless as we possibly can by having both an estimator come out to the job site. This is an individual who, you might guess from the title, can write an estimate of what it's going to take to do all of this, but maybe more importantly, negotiate that with an insurance company. We speak insurance is one of the things that we'll kick around. So we kind of understand where the insurance carrier is going to be coming from, what their needs are. We want to make sure that we're writing a line item estimate that reflects what needs to happen, correct pricing. And then with that individual, we will bring out a project manager. So we have these marriages, if you will, within the company of these people that can come out in pairs. The project manager side of it is this is the nuts and bolts guy. This is the guy that's actually going to be in charge of the people that are swinging the hammer, hanging the drywall, swinging a paintbrush, and they work in tandem so they can come in, deal with the property management, speak about both sides of the project, where one's writing the estimate, dealing with the insurance company, and then the other is managing the day-to-day activity of the project, making sure it's on time, it's on budget, that the material selection is correct. So having those two guys together is really, it's wonderful firepower to put on a project, and it's very effective.
Join the HFO community and get weekly multifamily intel. Click to subscribe.
And with all of that, all at the same time, is updating our clients every day.
Right. Yeah.
So
for sure.
It takes a huge machine with a lot of moving parts that we all work together to make sure that the owner of the apartment building, the manager on site, the people who need to move back in are all done in the most efficient way possible. So it costs everybody less money.
Right. We literally have a person inside the company that is his entire job is he communicates what we have done the previous day. Right. To our customer base.
Gosh.
So,
and then we're copied on all the emails to make sure that they get answered.
So you have a lot of emails.
That's a full-time job.
to read and respond to every day.
We'll just make sure that they're being responded to. That's mainly what it is.
Yeah. We literally discovered, I would argue, half of what we do is what we do. The other half is just communicating it. It's everything these days. It doesn't matter how good you are, what you're doing. If you're not talking about it, you have upset people out there. They want those updates.
So you have personally handled some really unusual losses, and you listed some for me. I wanted to be sure to get these right. 25 tons of wheat grain through a storefront, a foam suppression cannon that flooded 20 floors, someone who burned down a crawl space trying to kill their ants. And I'm wondering what situations like those and others tell owners about what a company like yours is capable of.
I think what it says to the owners and potential customers, honestly, you want to be dealing with somebody who knows either what to do in an event or can figure it out very, very quickly. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go to the grain example. Tandem tractor trailer on NATO Parkway simply takes a off-ramp at too high a rate of speed, and it literally flipped over. And this is one of that doesn't have a top on the trailers. Right. I think it has a tarp, but it doesn't have a top.
Yeah.
When those flipped over, this was very, very early in the morning, and I'll get to it quickly. No one was hurt in this story because no one was in the building. But there are security cameras, and we looked at the footage, and inside the building, one moment everything is fine. It's this hazy black and white security type footage. And then in literally what feels like the blink of an eye, the storefront is completely imploding into the building. And there is this very violent wave of, it's a little hard to tell what it is. It turns out it's wheat grain. Wow. But again, 25 tons of it instantaneously hitting the building like a tidal wave and immediately occupying every square inch of the front office of this structure. And we get the phone call, and the phone call came in 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. And we were in the office, and you can imagine, we take that phone call, and there is that, I'm sorry, what? What did you say happened? Yeah. And then, okay, where? Yeah. And then literally sitting there for a moment, thinking about that, going, okay, no one was hurt because no one was in the building. That's fantastic. What do we do right now? And one of my favorite things about what we do are these moments where we will have the brain trust, if you will, where we have some of our senior project managers, our senior estimators, the ownership, upper management. We can come into a room with a whiteboard, close the door, and bring up a subject that really I think none of us know what to do with, like this grain truck. Mm-hmm. And within minutes of voicing experience and what we've seen in the past, what would happen if we did this with shovels? Should we bring shop vacs came up? We'd still be there if we were using shop vacs. And then somebody asked about the vactor trucks that you see downtown. When you see those basically massive shop vacs on wheels, and they have those oversized hoses and they're using it to clean out drains. You see this around Portland in the fall when they're all backed up with the leaves and everything. We wanted to know, could we essentially employ two of those to, in tandem, basically serve as a very large shop vac, but we weren't positive if it would suck up dry material like that. So a couple of phone calls later with companies that we deal with that have those that have that equipment, they assured us that yes, it's incredibly unusual, but we think this would work. Went down there, started doing it, and that's how we dealt with that. We essentially vacuumed it out with truck-mounted equipment. But I think what's important in the story is that property management company in that situation called us with the confidence that we would be able to figure it out. And again, that process, that discussion, it's fascinating from our perspective, because some of the stuff we deal with is very redundant. Oh, there's another, the toilet overflowed or the pipe broke or that. But things like that really kind of push you a little bit and make you grow are really, really fascinating to deal with.
I think also what's really cool about at least us is that the years of experience that everybody at Kennedy has. I mean, we've been around for 76 years. He's been there for 25. Walt's been there for 30, and he's a project manager. Is that they've seen everything, so they can figure out what to do in almost any situation. And I said, so that's the most important thing. You can trust us because we've been around for a long time with a lot of different expertise. Right. So.
And a strange expertise.
Well, it sounds like it. And you probably run across new things almost every day.
Yeah, it's one of the selling points when people are interested in coming to work for us. Again, I've been here for 25 years. I'm not bored. Every day there's something where it's like, again, it's kind of like, what?
Yeah.
What happened?
Incredible.
It's like, okay, well, is everybody okay? And again, because some of these stories, they almost have kind of maybe a dark humor, but some of them almost have kind of a comical side. I have set my own house on fire. I'm that person.
Okay. Sure.
So, and how it was done is innocent enough. And fortunately, it wasn't that severe, but the point is that everybody has these moments and things happen as a result of it. And I think one of the most satisfying parts of what we do is being the answer, where it's like, okay, you did that and everybody's okay. Everybody's okay. Okay. That's kind of funny, right? You literally burned your own house down trying to kill ants.
Right. You do see the funny part here.
That was funny after the fact. During it was, it was very traumatic and it needed to be dealt with. But then, you deal with that for long enough and you just kind of need to get to a point where it's like, okay, that happened. Let's just keep this on the positive. Let's figure out how we're going to fix this. So.
Well, fascinating. Matthew and Tysen, thank you so much for spending some of your time with me today. And thank you for joining us on Multifamily Marketwatch.
Thank you.
Thank you.
HFO's entire office specializes in multifamily real estate, making us the largest multifamily brokerage in the Pacific Northwest. Your success is our passion. Like and subscribe to Multifamily Marketwatch videos on YouTube, articles on LinkedIn, and podcasts on all major streaming markets. Build your legacy with HFO. Call 503-241-5541 or visit our website at hfore.com for more information. HFO is a partner of the Global Real Estate Advisor Network.
Love the insights? Tap the like button and click subscribe. It helps us bring more multifamily news straight to you.